Okay, hello everybody. How are you lately? And I am sorry that I haven't been updating much on YouTube lately. It it is because I'm very busy lately by a lot of commissions, a lot of jobs. And as for why did I take so many commissions and jobs? It's because I'm still, as you can see from my the previous chapters of CANDALA, I put some short comic there. Uh, I'm struggling with my yearly house rent payment, and yeah, the number that I have to gather is not small, and I have to gather it in quite short of the time, and I didn't make it. I didn't make it and manage to gather the amount of money that I needed, and so I need to make some loans. I need to do some jobs to fill my needs, fill my family needs also, and so even now I've been in a few days streak of late night working, and yeah, we're talking like 2 3 hours sleep per day, and it's quite tasking. And when I'm recording this, it's almost midnight, and it's quite, yeah, I'm quite sleepy. I'm quite sleepy right now, so I'm sorry if I say something strange or wrong. But today is my daughter's birthday, so we just been out and having a dinner. My daughter, my son, and my wife, and having just a bit of enjoyment and releasing some steams, even though some stuff happens. And yeah, uh, I still got Chandala covered for a few chapters ahead, since right now we'll be seeing the IU origin mini arc, and that one is actually the one that I made and I submitted for a contest, and it won the ninth place, and so I'm quite happy about it. And there's a lot of positive response from the readers, and thanks to that chapter as well, to that IO origin as well, I gained a lot of patrons, and I'm really happy about it. I want to thank for our new patrons, starting from Official Jinx, Gerard, Joshua Alexander, General Mesh, and Solaris, Frank, Robert Evan, and Stephen Zamora, and Arnab Sankar, and my latest and most recent patron that took me by surprise is Cork 300, 3000 actually, Cork 3000, and and you all are such a great guys. I can't believe that I managed to get this amount of patronage uh, in short in such a short time. Yes, I know I'm putting with target of 2500 of earnings from Patreon, but yeah, I that the only chance of that happening is only like 1% or something like that, and so I don't expect it as much as to gaining that much patronage in a short time. But seeing the growth of channel, that's give me hope. And yep, I've been quite desperate lately, and it's been stressing me out, very stressing me out. I'm I forgot to watch my anime series. my my anime series are neglected. There's some of anime that I haven't watched for 4 weeks or 5 weeks, I think. So 5 episodes to binge. And there's also I even forgot what day it is when I was working. And yeah, and I even get to the point where I got my back hurt and my hands hurt from drawing and riding motorbikes because you see, to cover our expense, my wife started a catering business. So we made food, we will deliver the food to the people who order it, and the one who deliver it is me. So we're talking like 3 to 4 hours of driving to 5 to 7 destinations across the city. And in the middle of this season, which is rainy season, so sometimes it's very hot. It's tropical in Indonesia, and it's very very tropical. Sometimes it's very hot, scorching hot, and in just a few minutes it turns into a thunderstorm. And yeah, there's some floodings, some 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 incidents even because of the flooding. Since the flooding in my city is quite extreme in several places, so I really avoided that. Even my house nearly not my house actually, the front the road in front of my house got flooded like 3 times already. and we're talking the flood that make the rats came out and run away. And so yeah, floods, rats, cockroaches running away from the floods too. And yeah, that kind of floods. And so yeah, I'm just chatting with you guys, and I hope you don't mind listening to my rambling as a comic artist. But you see, Chandala is uh, Chandala is something that I created, and I made with hope and wish to for me to pour my passion, my desire, my everything into a form of comics. And I really like how it turns out. And many people protest about how slow it is. Yes, it is slow because it's in the webtoon format. The story pacing in webtoon format is slower, is much slower than page format. That's why you don't feel any quick fast-paced progress from it. It's way much slower. So I am in the planning to made it a combination of not slide, vertical scrolling and page format as well, so it can switch format. And so when I want the pacing to be much faster, I will use page format maybe, and when I want the pacing much slower, I will use vertical scrolling webtoon format. And just that's just an experiment that I will try in a few chapters ahead. But okay guys, it's this year is almost over, and I can believe that it's already 1 year since Chandala make a debut in the online community. It started in a local platform called Chiayo as a competitor in the contest, in the third contest. And it is one of the kind, since everybody else choose to make their comic in color and mostly choose to do romance genre, and I choose to do the exactly opposite of them all. And even the big guns, and not big guns, the big guy in the platform say that it is impossible for Candala to be accepted or grow at all. But well, that is proven to be not true. There, for all of you guys, sorry, that is my mosquito swapper, electric mosquito swapper. There's a lot of mosquito in here. I already killed about around 20 of them today, and yeah, rainy seasons. And okay, so the comic, whatever genre that you made, whatever story that you made, you got to know that you have your own demography, you have your own group of reader. I find it very true in Chandala. I won't get any reader if I post it on like a casual webtoon community that mostly reads romance, drama, not humorous, comedy, comedy theme, or slice of life genre. But I will gain a lot of reader in seinen community, berserk community, and to my surprise, Hindi reader community. Hello from Indonesia, all of you reader from India, and it pleases me to know that all of you are reading my comic from all the way there. And yes, Indonesia and India have a very lot of a lot of things in common. Since our kingdoms adopt Hindu Buddhism in the early my tongue. Yep, I'm quite tired. In the early years of the medieval Indonesia, and yep, there's a lot of in common. There's a lot of similar things, and that they find it by surprise in Chandala, like how the Buddha were very similar to Raksasa, Ashura. Yes, they are Ashura. That it's our own version of Raksasa, but in Indonesia, Raksasa is a word that adopt for things that that have a big size, like the same as English use giants, the same as that. And yep, Chalada's story will progressing much more faster from now on, especially after January edition. It will progress much faster because that is the climax. That is there will be around two chapter climax, and to speed things up, I'm gonna use page format. Yep, I'm gonna use page format. I'm actually a maniac in page formatting. I love to making a I love to make a very dynamic and complex composition for panelings, and I think I got the hold back a little since I will get to immerse on it and will took too many times to work on it. So yep, I got to hold back a little, but I will combine the two formats to make it more better, more immersive, and more unique. And so thank you. It's almost midnight in here. 5 minutes, 5 minutes to meet to the midnight. And thank you for all of you that already hearing my rambling for nearly 15 minutes. I don't usually talk this much. Uh, yes, even though I'm a teacher, I'm talkative in the class, but not in the house. I'm quite the silent kid in the school. That I'm the type of kid that always sleep in the class, but when the teacher asks me, I can answer every of their questions. Since I don't know, I think I listen to the lesson while I'm sleeping, like some kind of that. So yep, that is kind of strange thing to say, but okay. Thank you for all of the support from my patrons. Look forward for the next chapters. And also, patron got one extra chapter. Got one extra chapter for this December, December edition. So you got to read one chapter ahead, and from now on, patrons can read one chapter ahead from what Tapas or Mangadex reader got. So enjoy it, especially for all of you guys that donate even $1 to me. And I'll see you next in the next update video, and also in the next chapter of Chandala. See you guys.